This mod review is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Today, guys, we have a Fent Favorit 700-800 Vario pack from LS Mod Company. We've got two tractors, the Fent 700 and 800 series, and they toggle between the Favorit and the Vario, product line. There's lots of cool configuration options on these things, so let's go ahead and start by taking a look here in the shop. They are under medium tractors, and here we are. We've got the Fent 700 Vario and the 800 Vario TMS. Now, the first thing you may notice is the price: $98,200 and $129,200 for 115 horsepower and 185 horsepower tractor based on this. You look over here at some of the other prices. We've got the Fent 700 Vario at $180,000 for 165 horsepower. So for half the price, basically, you're getting a fairly comparable tractor in the older model Fent 700 product line. You got to go all the way down here to the Case 7200 Pro Series in order to get into that same general price range. Now let's take a look here at the 700 series, and these things have crazy configuration options. First off, we have the choice of rim color between Fent Red and Fent Beige, which kind of looks like a brownish color. We've got the choice of main color, which is green, Fent Classic, Communal, Petrol, or Fent Classic, or black. I find some of these color options rather interesting. Let's go with that one. And then design color, we have black or chrome. Back to black or chrome. I haven't picked up on exactly what's changing here. So let's see here. Said I'm not picking up the change. Someone else wants to maybe help me out here and tell me what is changing when I go from black chrome, but like I said, I'm not picking it up. Any rate, we've got Trelleborg tires in the standard configuration, wheel weights, wide tires, wide with weights, narrow tires. Then we also have Michelin wide or wide with weights, Midas wide or wide with weights, and Nokian tires. And we've got an option with front fenders or without front fenders. We've got the design standard with left beacon, both beacons, warning signs or warning signs and beacons. We're going to go ahead and go with warning signs and beacons on this model. And then we've got with or without a front PTO. So it does come with the front 3-point hitch option, but you can also get it with the front 3 PTO option also. And I've added the Lobster GPS mod because, according to the description, if we add GPS to the configuration, then we get a Mueller Electronic Track Guide 3 is added to the GPS configuration, only with the GPS from Lobster. So I'm going to go ahead and get one with GPS and one, there we go, that must be the ME Track Guide 3. So get that up top. And then we have engine setups. So we've got the Favorit 711, 115 horsepower. We go to the Favorit 712, 125 horsepower. Then we go to the Vario 12, 125 horsepower. The Favorit 14, 714, 145 horsepower. And then we go to the Vario 14, 145 horsepower. And now when I've toggled between the Vario and the the favorites, I'm noticing the front is changing and the exhaust stack is changing. Okay, we go to the 716, 165 horsepower versions. 718 Vario, 185 horsepower, but there is no 718 Favorit option. So at 185 horsepower with GPS, with the front PTO, and we are still only at $134,000. Quite a good price point, I think, for this powerful size of a tractor. Now we also have one more configuration option. Front loader attacher, no. We can get the stole attacher. We can get the Hauer attacher. Or we can get the Fent cargo attacher. I'm not really sure where this cargo arms are. I'm sure they're somewhere. But at any rate, we get 3 different attacher options. So as configured, at 185 horsepower, we are at $6,843 to lease, $1,341 per day, and $2,817 per operating hour. Let's go ahead and get one of those. And let's take a look now at the Fent 800 Vario TMS. Lots of the config options are very similar because it's in the same pack. Red and beige. Go to our different color options. Design color. Again, I'm not sure what the change is here between chrome and black. And then for tire options, we have Michelin Standard, wheel weights, wide with weights, Terra wheels, those are the super wide wheels, and back to standard. Then we have Midas tires, wide with weights. We have Trelleborg Standard, weights, wide with weights, narrows, rear twins all around, and back to standard. Then we have the Nokian communal tires. Get it with or without front fenders. And then we have the beacon lights and warning signs again. We're going to get this one without those. And then we have our 818 Vario, 185 horsepower. We have the 820 Vario, 205 horsepower. 820 Vario chip-tuned, 269 horsepower. And back to the 818. So at 185 horsepower, as configured, without GPS, it is $133,000. $6,788 to lease, $131 per day, and $2,795 per operating hour. Again, we can get this, the ME Track Guide 3. And you notice also in cab here, we get a new display option show up. Without GPS, nothing. With GPS, we get a new display. Pretty cool. We're going to go without GPS. Again, we have front loaders. We got the stole. We got the Hauer. Then we got the Fent cargo options. Okay. Go ahead and lease up one of these. And let's take a little closer look at each of these. Look, very, very nice. Very well done. See into the grill. Really cool. Got the 718 and the 818. Didn't even think about trying to coordinate that. All right, so let's go ahead and get in the 718 and just take a little bit of look around at some of this stuff. First off, we've got our engine sounds. Let me turn those down a little bit. I still have this turned up from back when I was doing a different video. Take a look at the cab suspension. It is independent of the rest of the tractor. The cab kind of slide forward when we brake. Turn on our front lights, rear lights, and top stage lights. Got our flashers, left and right blinkers. Right. And I want to also show you this. Go to the F1 menu. We got all kinds of things going on here. If we hit the X button, our warning signs fold out. X again will lower the warning signs. If we hit the N button, our beacons will raise up and down. And take a look at this. If we right click and we basically move our mouse up and down, okay, the door opens. Now if we right click and move our mouse left and right, the other door opens. Okay, if we click both mouse buttons and go up and down, the front window opens. And if we go left and right, the rear window opens. And then if we click our wheel and scroll up and down, the top will open. So we can open all kinds of cool things here. Again, X and N to raise and lower our beacons. So we don't have IC controls yet, but with mouse functions, we can move things up and down, open and close. So I'm going to go ahead and toss on my track IR since it doesn't seem that I can move around inside with my mouse yet. And I'll be right back with you. All right, well, that did not take too terribly long now, did it? So let's take a look in cab. First, let's look up so we can easily look down. Turn it on. There's some cool animations on the LCDs. And again, the one that is right there that is red, that came with the GPS add-on. We do have illuminated dash all around, including illuminating up at the top. We do have our light indicators for blinking left and right. So we have our hazard. Do not have any hazard indicators that I see. We have an animated joystick and the pedals. We have a lit up LCD, which is pretty cool. See how the inside camera is working. All right, that is the 718, the 700 series. Now the 800 series is pretty darn similar. Has all the cool whiz-bang features of the unfold and raise and lower of the beacons and the warning signs if we had those. The same with respect to the mouse, opening and closing the doors. So we don't really need to go into that detail. We do see we didn't get this one with GPS, so that one display is missing from this particular configuration. It's the same illuminated dash. This one's just a little bit bigger model. There you go, guys. We've got the Fent Vario 700 and 800 series tractors available from the LS Mod Company. There will be a link in the description below. So let me know in the comments, what do you think of these two tractors? And is this something that you look to be adding to your farm? So until next time, happy farming.